What we gonna do right now is go back, way back.
Give me your friend. Hey, hey, come on, hey, come on, come on, give me your friend. Hey, hey, because like do the round, fat girls like do the round. Woo, fat girls, let me see you grind. Woo, fat girls just doing their own thing right there with the fat thing. And the fat girls just shake them thighs. Fat girls don't make it count right.
Excuse me.
Baby.
What's up? I thought you was gonna start hanging out with the big girls again. What is all this trash?
First like fat girl, hit the ground, hit it up, and you hear that sound. Fat girl just looking so sweet. Fat girl don't make it easy. Fat girl just shake it, don't speak. Big man, let me see you do a spin. Let go, let me see you touch the ground. Shake it up, back down. Tap me and in the house. Work it, work it, work it, work it, work it, big girl, 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 like you around. Fat girl keep going so quick. Fat girl just move the damn hip. Fat girl keep down, don't stop. Fat girl wanna see the pop. Shake it down, fat girl, shake it fast. Fat girl nigga wanna see that. Fat girl bounce like a pro. Fat girl go know what you know. Fat girl shake till you rip through what? On the web that's hard part two. Looks in the house, y'all know the game. Fat girl don't have no shit. Shake that ass, bounce to the beat. Fat girl shake it, jiggle like me. St. Louis, back to the top. Like I like to do the ride. Work it, work it, work it, big girl, 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 like do the ride. Hey, 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 mo, hey. Let me hear you say, hey, 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 mo, hey. Big girls like to do the ride. Shake, work, work, shake, work, shake, work, shake, work, shake, shake, work, shake, shake, work, shake, work, shake, work, shake, to the ground, to the ground, to the ground, to the ground.
I'm sick of this. Now I want to show y'all a real show with the big girls.
Oh, fat girl, brought three. Can't hang with 100% beat. Fat girl know to have no quit. Fat girl run like you own it. Put your hands on your hips and grip it. Nothing new, I'm loose like it off the that. Fat girl bring crew to top the climb. If not, I'ma pull the business down. Fat girl bounce hot, stop tripping. If you do get chicken and hot fish with a lot right, come to the night speed. I really shit get the dead in the world cheese. Bounce fat girl, show the boys a shot. Let me see if the fat or not. Don't put fat girl, y'all like the damn bitch. Why? Let me see y'all do the rap.
I'm serious. Where you are? Not ever. Oh, not the Britney Spears. Hey, how you doing?
Big girl, 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 big girl.
Oh, but I ain't the little leprechaun. Girl, your beat is so up. You look a mess. All about the big girls. What about the big girls?
Big girl, work it, work it, work. Big girl, work it, work it, work. Big girl, you done suck all the fat off your ass.
Y'all know I love the big girls, baby. You know I love the big girls. You gotta love the big girls. You got let me tell you this here, man. Let me tell you this here. I always start the show off with that video because I love it so much. Because nobody shows love to the big girls like me. I'm the only person that show all the love to the big girls. And that is what I do, people. That's what I do. I'm sorry. I show love to the big girls. Me, Uncle Luke, shows love to the big girls. I love them. Even though I wouldn't date one. It was a big girl told me this a long time ago. She said, you know what, Luke? I said, baby, I don't date big girls. She said, it all looks the same from the back. I said, oops. I was like, oops. Okay. If that's what you say. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you all to this Luke show. We're going to have a great show today. We're going to have a guest on. We're going to have some guests on. We're going to talk about sports, politics, and entertainment. I hope you guys have had a great weekend. Hope you have a great week so far. We are going on to Hump Day Wednesday. This week going real fast. I'm going to tell you that right now. It is so much shit going on in the world of sports, entertainment, politics. It is beyond me. I don't even know where to start at, but I think I'm going to start with Jasmine Crockett. And I call her Lady Macy Grace. You know, later on in the show, I'm going to bring up the audio where Jazzy Jazz, the congresswoman from out of Texas, she started going off on this lady Macy. Then the white lady Macy, which is obviously a Republican, she then told Jazzy, don't call me a child. We could take this shit outside. I was like, oh, is that where we get ready to go at right now? Now, Jazzy, I love Jazzy to death. That's my girl. Jazzy is very colorful. Jazzy is very colorful. Jazzy would cut you. She was the young lady that called the other congresswoman bad body, blonde, blue-eyed bitch. Did she say it in that manner? I probably added some things to it. But Jazzy will cut you up for more ways than one. And I love it. So we're going to get into Jazzy's comments later on. And I might bring on a political pundit to have a conversation about what Jazzy had to say. And we're going to get into sports. We're going to get into sports. We're going to get into sports. I love sports. University of Miami just hired as defensive coordinator. They obviously got their new quarterback, Carson Beck. And I like how Carson Beck came in here. He was, him and his girlfriend, little basketball girl, they were singing the song, It's All About You. So how he rolled up in here, and then, you know, with the $300,000 Lamborghini, I love it. $4 million. I expect big things out of Carson Beck. I expect big things, big things. And then yesterday, the defensive coordinator got announced. That was big news. Other big news, prime time, talk to Jerry Jones, my Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? I know Jerry had something going on. I know Jerry had a plan. Jerry had to have a plan. Jerry had to have a plan. And what's the plan was? Not re-upping Mike McCarthy. Get rid of him at the end of the season, which he did. Then what? Then what? Then what? Move on to primetime and Shador. We're going to get into that also. Then we're going to get into this part of the definition of NIL, name, image, and likeness. Is it really pay for play in college football? Or is it just, or is it just they fronting that it's about NIL? So we're going to have that conversation when it comes to NIL and all these different things. But before that, I got it. Listen, throughout the show, I'm going to be giving y'all these videos. And, you know, at the end of the show, I start doing the storytelling, Uncle Luke stories, where I give y'all some old stories, you know, like, for instance,
Oh, damn, I'm supposed to be doing a motherfucking interview here.
Yeah,
Hey,
back to me.
right, back to Miss Kim. All right, now, what about this movie? You mentioned it.
But I'm not going to show y'all that now. I have all kinds of videos and all kinds of stories that I can show you guys. I can even show you this video here with this story. You're
Check it out. Once again, right here live. Straight from New York. Freak of the week. Yeah, are you a freak? Freak of the week. Baby, tell me, are you a freak? Kill that baby ain't mine. Kill that baby ain't mine. Oh, that bitch is lying. Eat that pussy ain't mine. Eat that pussy ain't mine. Eat that pussy ain't mine.
Nope. I'm not going to do that to you neither. I got all the videos. Videos that I've never shown. Videos I've never shown. I got all the goods. We're going to be telling these stories on the Luke Show. See, we're going to be a lot different than your average podcast. We just run off at the mouth, blabbering about this and that, current events. We have the archives. We got stories. I mean, we got stories.
Check it out. Once again, right here live. Straight from New York. Freak of the week. Yeah, are you a freak? Freak of the week. Baby, tell me, are you a freak?
I got all the footage. I got all the stories. I got all the footage and all the stories. I got Tupac, Jay-Z, Biggie Smalls, Big Pun. I got all the stories and all the footage. Galveston, Daytona Beach. You think I produced the Freaknik video and did not have the footage of the Freaknik? Yes, I got all of it. I just wanted to tell a different type of story. Y'all just don't know what y'all in for on the Luke Show. This podcast is on a whole nother level. We're just still fine-tuning everything, ladies and gentlemen. We're fine-tuning it. Do you want to see the clip when I had a conversation with Tupac? See, this whole podcast thing I've been doing, I think I was ahead of myself. Because I was going around the country interviewing people like Tupac, interviewing people like Aaron Hall. Do you want to see the Aaron Hall video? The Aaron Hall interview? Hold on. Let me let you see Tupac interview. I'm gonna let you see a clip of it because I have all of the archives. I got tapes for days.
Check it out. Once again, right here live. Straight from New York. Freak of the week. Yeah, are you a freak? Freak of the week. Baby, tell me, are you a freak?
it's Hennessy and Coke.
And
the Moet. It's 4 niggas up in here.
In the fucking Moet. Yo, this is the Raw show. You know, I can't even put my man. I got to put my man in there like that there, you know, because we do that shit wild.
Or you be beeping everything.
Hell yeah.
I be like, beep, 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 beep. So a nigga can talk his mind, say what he want to say.
On this motherfucker here, you can just do what you want to do.
Up in this bitch with Lou.
Look out for the album.
Johnny
J.
J.
Tupac.
One of my producers. Hey, I got this album.
Right here, baby.
It's called You.
I got all that. Y'all just don't even understand where this. Y'all don't understand where this is going in. Y'all don't understand where this podcast is about to go. We're not gonna just sit here and wait to talk about current events in the news media. We're gonna talk about all kind of things. We just chilling. Because this podcast is going to be a combination of footage from the archives, current events, things that are on our mind, our opinion. I'm going to have guests, celebrities. People are going to come on and have conversations with us. See, this whole podcast thing, I was doing it before when I was doing peep shows and freak shows, and I was interviewing people like Lil Kim, Biggie Smalls, Big Pun, Fat Joe, Aaron Hall, you name it. It wasn't such thing as a peep. It was peep show. It wasn't podcast, but it was the same thing. So I have all these footage and all these conversations. I have it all. So we're going to do a combination of the conversations that we had with these legends who are here, some who are here now, and some who are gone. And these legends are going to be talking about things that was going on at that time that you pretty much don't know about. They're going to be talking about all those different types of things. We're going to be showing y'all footage of dance contests. Because most of these young people right now think that twerking was invented by Drake. And they just start dropping it like it's hot. And the girls, the Lottos, the Sexy Reds, and all them other world turning around, dropping their little ass. And y'all think that this shit just started now. And all the old folks, your mamas and daddies, is telling y'all, no, we popping pussy a long time ago. So I'm going to show you on this podcast, The Luke Show, how this shit was really going. And then when we get into sports, we're going to show you how this shit was really going when the Dolphins was winning, when the University of Miami was winning, when the Dallas Cowboys was winning, when football was really what football was and baseball. We're going to have these conversations about baseball. When blacks used to run it with Satchel Paige and Darryl Strawberry and the Hulk and all. Come on. We're going to have these sports conversations about where we were before and where we are right now, because a lot of you young folks don't know about it when we get into the politics. Because the politics intertwines with this, the history. You got to know your history. You got to know your history. And a lot of young people don't know their history. And that's why a lot of people in the Republican Party is trying so very hard to take away Black history. They don't want y'all to know about your history. But we're going to have these conversations. What's up, Willie Taylor? We're going to have these conversations. We're going to have these conversations. You remember that, Jay Johnson? You remember that interview with Adina Howard, a lady who I love so much. I love Adina Howard so much that I never told her that. Hopefully she's looking at this right now and she remembers. I was in love with Adina. I think we both was in love with each other. We was, when she made that T-shirt in my panties on. Oh my God. But that's what we're going to do. That's the difference between this podcast. We're going to take you back to what real podcast was, because we were doing this before it even was sexy. When we were doing the Peep Show. Was on Action Pay-Per-View. Akinelli, remember the Akinelli interview? Akinelli did the song, put it in your motherfucking mouth. And so what I did was I came up with this idea. I said, let's go interview Akinelli. And then we had all the girls surrounding Akinelli and say, okay, you did the song, put it in your mouth. Okay, we got a girl right here. She's going to let you do what you do. Oh. We got all this footage. Footage for days. So a combination of the old school footage and the new school footage and what we got today and what we got, man, come on, man. And my birthday parties were incredible. Let me show you a little. Half of y'all didn't even get to my birthday party. You see, I got headliners. That's Mike Gardner, Shane. The audio is going to be a little distorted, so bear with the audio here. This was a scene from one of my birthday parties in Live. That was my birthday party. You think it's a game? This is not going to be your regular podcast. We're going to add all of the elements in this situation right here. Boy. Hey, look, I love everybody else who's doing podcasts. I want you all to support everybody, especially the brothers. I was told to do these podcasts, but I wasn't really there years ago. But I really came, it has to be special. When I'm doing something, it has to be special. It has to be, what's the difference? Because I don't like doing what everybody else is doing. So I started thinking, Luke, you was doing this before it was being done. When you did the Peep Show and the Freak Show, you were way before your time. You were already doing podcasts. It was just in the form of video. We used to put it on Action Pay-Per-View. And on Action Pay-Per-View, people used to sit there and look at it when they came on. We created sets based around the artists instead of just interviewing them. I remember when I interviewed Aaron Hall. And they said to me, Luke, the trigger point for Aaron Hall is this. If you mention R. Kelly to Aaron Hall is going to freak out. You say R. Kelly, he has a major problem with R. Kelly, Aaron Hall. Because Aaron Hall, and hopefully we'll have a conversation with Aaron Hall. That's going to be an interesting one. I said, Aaron, is R. Kelly more freakier than you? Knowing what I was going to get. You see that? You see me put the eye up? No, you see the eye go up. That means I'm coming with some shit. Remember that. If you ever see me interviewing somebody else, say, hey, that means, oops. So I said, R. Kelly. I say, Aaron, is R. Kelly more freakier than you? Knowing that was going to take him over the top. Hold on, Luke. Hold on. Fuck that. First of all, the nigga stole my style, stole everything, my look, the whole 9 yards. And fuck no, he ain't more freaky than me. Nah, just saying, hold on, and triggered him. I said, oh shit, nah. I got this motherfucker going. Boy, I do the interviews. I can get you where I need you to go at. Y'all think Shay Shay is something else. You think Shay Shay show? I love the Shay Shay show. But the Peep Show, way before them times. The Peep Show, way before them times. That's why I just showed you the clip of Tupac. Me and Tupac sitting down. Do that remind you of something? I love Shay Shay Show. I think it's great. I think you should support it, look at it, all that, and some. I love the nightcap. I love all that. But I got the goodies that you don't know about from back in the days, and I'm going to add the goodies to the podcast. I'm just saying. I'm going to give y'all the shit. And all you young people who have no idea about the history of hip-hop, the history of booty shaking, the history of the South, and the role we played in it, you're going to get it right here each and every day on the Luke Show. You're going to be sitting there fiending for this shit. I got video of sitting down having a conversation with Scarface, Bushwick Bill, and the whole crew, the whole Ghetto Boys. This is before it all. Would you like to hear that? Then I'm going to show y'all some of this concert footage of your boy. Big shows. No, you ain't getting them out. You think it's a game? The Uncle Luke podcast is everything that you want and more. It's everything you want and more. You better like, share, and subscribe on my YouTube channel because y'all ain't going to be getting this good shit without subscribing on Twitter and Facebook. I'm going to cut y'all ass off. You're going to get a clip. So I suggest you go over to YouTube right now, Uncle Luke TV. It's a whole bunch of Uncle Luke pages. Find Uncle Luke TV. I need you to subscribe right now. Down on the bottom. You see the scroll right there on the bottom? It's telling you where you need to go at. Subscribe. See down there to the bottom of the scroll? It says Uncle Luke, YouTube, Uncle Luke TV. That is where you need to subscribe now because I'm going to be over there. You ain't be getting this good shit on Twitter. You're not going to be getting this good shit on Twitter where you just, without subscribing, you just sitting there post up. It ain't happening. Because it's going to be coming more and more. I got like at least 1,000 hours of footage. Just imagine you seeing the footage of Pitbull. When I discovered him, yes, I did. Pitbull, when I first took him on tour, and he had braids in his head, and he got on stage and performed, we got the footage. We got the footage. We got the footage, and then Pitbull was so drunk, he fell in the cooler on stage in North Carolina. This and more. Y'all don't even understand how this going. Yeah. We got the Trick Daddy footage. I'm going to bring Trick Daddy on here. I'm definitely going to bring him on here. Y'all don't understand how this podcast, this whatever that, I don't even know if I should call this shit a podcast. This is gonna be called a thing. This is a thing. Footage like this.
Make the booty go, 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 pop, pop, make the booty go, pop, pop.
I need some bad girls. I'm gonna let y'all hear my new song. I need some bad girls. Come on, baby. Come on, right here. You and you. Come on with that, your fine ass.
Sit on the dick and ride on that. Sit on the dick and ride on that. Sit on the dick. To the back and rock, 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 to the back and rock. What you want? I got it. What you want? I got it. What you want? 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 I got it. Let me feel. Let me feel. Let me feel.
Boy, this is gonna be special. This is gonna be special. Y'all sitting up here like, hold on, what the fuck kind of? I mean, the sports part of this is one thing. The sports is okay. The sports is okay. Because on the Luke Show, the sports is one thing. That's fine. It's all beautiful. We're going to be talking about that and more. My man, Coach Prime, going to the Cowboys, hopefully. Dolphins stuck with Tua. University of Miami got Carson back. And a defensive coordinator that only had 1 year of coaching on the Power 5 level as a coordinator. Before that, he was a linebacker coach. We're going to see how that goes. We're going to pray for the best. This is going to be good. I just love it. So let's get into this whole thing of Jazzy Jasmine Crockett. It's a big fight. Everything is political. Everything is political in this world today, unfortunately, because politics is what gets people going. Come in the comments. If you got anything to say in the comments, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to do so. You can go to the YouTube page or you can go to Facebook and I'll see the comments on Twitter. I can see some of the comments on Twitter, but you can, join the live. Join the conversation. I'll post some of your comments, whether I like them or not. Thanks, my man, Eddie. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Legend. Call me legend. I still haven't really got that whole legend thing and understand what what it really means, but I'll get back to that. But Jasmine, I call it Jazzy, Miss Crockett. Got to know her over the campaign and everything. Spoke to her a couple of times. I was supposed to do an event, whatever, but I didn't do an event with her because it was politics in that. But she represents the Democratic Party in Congress. I was thinking about running for Congress. And before I go, let me explain to y'all why I didn't run. Because everybody got all this notion of why I didn't run. They said that the other person paid me off under no circumstance. That did not happen. If I wanted to take payoffs, I'd have been taking payoffs years ago and had a lot of money. I'd have sold my soul 100 years ago. That's just not me, not my DNA. I probably would have had millions of dollars if I'd have sold my soul. I don't do that. Most people who know me, they know I don't get out like that. So I did not run. So everybody know I did not run because of the following. I filed kind of late. I had a campaign manager, somebody I was interviewing, thinking about being a campaign manager. Some other people, advisors, friends of mine who I talk politics and do politics with. They were advising me. Then I had an accountant who's very familiar in doing accounting. So I was putting a little team of people together. And I put this team of people together. We were going full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. I started doing all my research. And I always kept it in an exploratory position because I did not want to run for an office that the people were okay with their congressperson. So I went to the different neighborhoods, different parts of the community. I went to, had conversations with the people, the folks in the Glades, had conversations with folks in Lauderhill, Miramar, all over the place, the whole entire district, right? Because I wanted to know whether or not they were satisfied with their congresswoman. And they were not satisfied with their congresswoman. So then I came to determination that in my mind, I was going to run. I just need to put dot the I's and cross the T's. So in the meantime and all that, it leaks out that there was a possibility that I'm going to run. I had no intentions of that going out. It leaked out. I then did an interview with Jim DeFeedy, talked about the possibility of running, never announced that I was running. And then I got up to the last week because time was running out, the clock was running. And then my accountant, beautiful lady, my accountant said, Mr. Campbell, you need to know that as a congressperson, you cannot make over $30,000 earned income. Whoa, pump the brakes. Baby, I do concerts for over $30,000. So you're telling me I cannot do a concert and make my regular fee? It would be under discretion? Yes. You would have to go through the ethics committee and they would have to then authorize and approve anything over $30,000 and your regular salary. I was like, oh, hell no. But there are ways that you can do it. And also, Mr. Campbell, you're going to have to put everything in a trust. I don't have a trust, which I should have a trust, but I don't have a trust. I got wills and all that. She said everything needs to be in trust, and every monies that you generate need to go toward the trust, and the trust could then pay you and all that. So I had none of that set up. Now, mind you, the people my friends and everybody who I was working with, they never told me that. The accountant did, but it was the job of the accountant to tell me what I was getting ready to get myself into. And one thing about me, I already know I was going to win. I was going to win. I was going to beat her. I was going to beat the brakes off of her. And I know it. But at the same time, I know everything I did once I became Congressman Luther Campbell was going to be scrutinized. So I had to have my shit in order. I had to dot my I's, cross my T's. So when they do come, and I'm a firm believer of that, to this day right now, I do not ask for no curbs, no cuts, no nothing. And if I sign something, if I sign up to it, then I own it, I believe in it, and that's what I'm all about. So I made the decision. It ran up to the last minute. I started meeting with people. I met with Philip Levine. I had a conversation with another congressman, and I was trying to understand this part because there's one part, the need and the want, the need of leadership for the district and the want to do it, but then now the logistical part of it, because you don't want to be like George Santos, drug out of Congress in chains because I went and did a damn concert and did not know that I needed to go through the ethics committee because anything over $30,000 in earned income had to be reported. I did not know that. Once I found that out, I had to then back the fuck up and make the decision as to if this is something that I'm prepared to do at this moment. And then, so again, I had not announced that I was running. I was exploring. Everybody else, Luke running. I have my checkbook. I have a whole fucking checkbook. Everything was done. It was just a matter of giving a check to the state of Florida to be put on the ballot. That was the final thing that needed to be done. And I stopped right there because I said, I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want to go into anything half-cocked. And I tell you all, don't go into nothing half-cocked, especially with me. I know as soon as I walked in Congress, they was going to be dotting the I's and crossing the T's. They wanted to embarrass my ass. The rapper coming in here because we don't want no more rappers coming up in here. This man coming in here because you think Jasmine Crockett is giving their ass the business. It would have been me and Jazzy giving their ass the business. First motherfucker I was going after was Matt Gaetz. Give him the business. I already was giving him the business because he knew I was going to win. He started talking shit already on Twitter, whatever you call X. So now, everything is in order now. The experience of that all of me not running helped me understand that I still have a lot of my house I need to get in order. And then at the same time, I got a young son, who's still in high school, who loves his daddy to be here. And I would have to spend half the time in Washington, not Tallahassee, going to Washington, soon as I'm not there for a vote. Luther Campbell has better things to do on the news. He is not available for the vote. They ain't going to drag me like that because I'm here. And so I won't be able to tell y'all that I was at my son's baseball game. Fox News dragging my ass because I'm going to be so outspoken. And I know the spotlight was going to be on my ass. I was going to take their ass in the strip club. Congressman, why is the congressman in the strip club? Because there are my constituents that are working in there. So now all my stuff is in order. So the possibilities of running for office right now, that everything is in order. You see that? Remember, I told you about that. Governor, congressman, mama always say, it ain't never too late. Because Jazzy Crockett needs help. She needs young blood up in there. She needs people to go in there and fight with her because them Republicans, boy, they ain't playing. Look what they're doing with the fires. They made that political. They made Mother Nature political. They made the things that Mother Nature is doing in California, they put it on the Democrats because it's up under Democratic leadership. How in the fuck you gonna make a windstorm that occurs all the time this time of year in California a political show? They done dug up Kim Kardashian. Oh, it's on the Democrats. Huh? So the Democrats can really control the weather. If you don't know about LA in California, during this time of year, they have windstorms. They have windstorms and it's hot. It's like a heat windstorm. Just imagine wind going 65 miles an hour, and that shit is hot air. So if an arson or somebody lights some trees on fire while that is happening, the likelihood of that turning into a brush fire is very high. So how in the hell is it the Democrats can burn up LA? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Also, the mayor of California can stop the wind or start it. Oh, she started the wind. The heat wind, the windstorm that happens every year, she started it and then burnt down LA. Really? Gavin Newsom burned down LA. It's all his fault. Really? Stop that shit, Kim. The reservoirs didn't have any water. Elon Musk, he goes out there and interview a guy. Oh, well, what happened? And the guy tells him on the interview, yeah, I mean, we got water in all the reservoirs. We got water. And he looks stupid because he jumps out there like the dummy Republican that he is. He jumps out there and trashes the Democrats and says no water, but go look at the interview. I should have had it right here to show it to you. See, that's why I got to get my shit together here. I'm still working. I should have had that interview right there popped up on there, let y'all see. Elon Musk looking stupid because the man who runs all the water in LA and the whole surrounding area say, no, we got water in the reservoirs. Here's the water here and here's the water there. This thing was just moving so fast and so much going on is that we couldn't keep up with it. We got water here and water there. We could not fly the helicopters when it's a 65-mile-an-hour wind to then drop the water on the damn fires. Make this make sense. And then the notion of this. The mayor cut $17.5 million from the fire budget. There's the other one. There's the other propaganda right there. She got $17.5 million from the fire budget. So was that going to make a difference? Oh, so was that going to make a difference? Was that going to make a difference? Let's make this make sense. So everything in this country is political. And that's why people like Jasmine Crockett, we have to support her. We have to send her money to her campaign from all over the place. Because that is very, very, very important. We got to fight these people. They winning. They won the House, they won the Senate. But the fight is still on. You got to have a midterm. You're gonna have an election in the next 2 years where you can take back over the House and the Senate. That's what you got to be gearing up for. But they people make things too political. Both sides. Everybody makes shit too political. And then you got Jimmy Carter's God bless his soul, the peanut man dies. And then you see Obama and Trump sitting there chilling, laughing and giggling. How did you feel about that? Everybody was like, oh my God, they're laughing and giggling. Well, newsflash, they're politicians. Newsflash, you know what normally happens when you go into divorce court? Or you go into criminal court or any court in the land where there's a lawyer on your lawyer representing you and that lawyer representing them? And they be in there fighting and talking this shit and all that. You be like, oh, lawyer, my lawyer is getting in that motherfucker ass. And then your lawyer come back, I'm going to let him know and I'm going to dig in his ass. And they get before the judge and put this big ass show on like the politicians do on TV. They get on there, go back and forth with each other on Fox, on CNN. That's why I don't even look at the propaganda news media. Since the election, I'm done. I don't even look at that shit. And they go to fight each other, putting this show on for you all. Meanwhile, they go in the back room to Capitol Grill in D.C. and be sitting there laughing, just like your lawyer who represented you in your child support hearing or your divorce case, and you thought he was on your side, and him and the opponent lawyer, the opposite lawyer, is sitting there doing what? They're chilling, laughing. It's their job to put on a show. That is what lawyers and lawmakers do. You think they really hate each other? They put on a show on the camera. They're fucking over the American public because they are there collecting a bag. They all leave with the bag. Trump is coming in to get the bag. Kamala Harris was going to get the bag. You vote for how much of that bag is going to be passed down to us. That's what you're supposed to vote for. But they get y'all all worked up and all gassed up and tell you all this bullshit about what they're going to do. Do you know how much Elon Musk stock went up? The man's stock went off the fucking roof. As soon as the election was over. Do you know how much money he's going to make? They bullshitted you on that. Oh, we're not going to bring in any immigrants. They ain't even got in the office, and they just said they're going to give 500,000 H-1 visas to Indians to come in and do coding and script because the American people are dumb. You think Elon Musk got into donating money into Trump's campaign and created a whole department where he can do what the fuck he want to do and advise the department that they've created, the department heads who got Senate approval, and if they don't do what they say do, they're going to get their ass out, and the Senate going to be trying to approve another person. Come on, y'all can't be that stupid. You can't be that stupid. This is a big money grab. And who's going to be paying? You. The boys will be laughing all the way to the bank. The man got on TV and said the lady was doing a report live from the fires in LA. And ladies and gentlemen, there's no internet, there's no internet, there's no electricity, but what we do is have Spacegate or whatever the hell it is from the satellites that Elon Musk shot into the sky. I'm sitting there like, the only dudes could look. Oh no! Elon Musk got a whole, he got internet where you don't even need you don't even need no Wi-Fi. This man got internet. This man got Wi-Fi where you don't even need to be plugged up. The lady is broadcasting clear as day off of his service. You know where it's going? Your ass is going to be buying Wi-Fi from Elon Musk. You dumb motherfuckers went for the okie doke. But we all go, Wi-Fi. Hey, Wi-Fi where you don't need electricity. So y'all say, oh, this is all cute. Elon Musk is sending rockets in the sky. The man was putting satellites in the sky. So in order for me to get this shit governmental approved, I got to then buy me a motherfucking candidate. It ain't about y'all. I'm gonna give $1 million if you fucking change your party affiliation to Democrat and vote for Donald here. You think not me somebody who gonna give y'all some money and don't want something in return. Ladies, if a man buy you that Birkin bag, he wants something in return. He want to smash. Are y'all that naive and stupid? You can't be. You can't be that naive and stupid. I'm done with Donald. Fuck her. She's an Indian, and she want to be black. Meanwhile, they said, we're going to bring 500,000 Indians in here. Get the fuck out of here. Swami. We're taking Swami. Hey, I can't make this shit up. That's what we at. So, mind you, I'm sitting there like, hey, I'm chilling. Jasmine Crockett out there fighting a good fight. She gonna need some help. I might have to run for office to go up there and help her out. These motherfuckers on TV saying the Democrats created the fires. I can't make this shit up. The Democrats are responsible for Mother Nature. So moving on from politics, let's get into sports. University of Miami got us a defensive coordinator. The coordinator, 1 year. Everybody keep asking me, Luke, what you think about this new defensive coordinator? Carson Beck, I love him. I'm with Carson Beck. His elbow is going to get straight. Tommy John surgery, he can recover from that. He's smart enough. He's old enough to not need a spring. He's going to go through the spring, but the fight up against Notre Dame, that's going to be difficult to just with a short period of time, but he's going to be all right. He's going to get the mental reps. The mental reps is better than the actual physical reps. He's going to have to work with his receivers and get the timing and all that. So I think he'll be all right because he's a veteran. He's not a young person. But at the same time, it'll give Luke and all the rest of those young quarterbacks the opportunity to get the reps that they need to get in case something happened, and then they should be prepared for the future. So in that department, we'll be okay. Now for this defensive coordinator. I said I wanted Hurt. I said I wanted coordinators. I'm a strong believer of what's going on in college football today. What's going on in college football today? When you see people like Chip Kelly leave UCLA, as the head coach, all that money on the table, go over to Ohio State. Now he's playing in the national championship. He wants to win a national championship. He's going to go someplace where they got the money. This is Chip fucking Kelly. Big-time head coach. Got more cachet than the head coach of Ohio State. That is how it works. When you see Lane Kiffin at Alabama, Sarkisian was Lane Kiffin's analyst. Then Sarkisian takes over the job. And the same thing repeats itself at the University of Alabama when Nick Saban was there. That is how college football is. When you see Notre Dame and his head coach, young guy, 38 years old, thank God he's doing a good, excellent job. Who is his defensive coordinator? Al Golden, former head coach of University of Miami and Temple. Tons of fucking experience. When you're on that level, you have to have that level of cachet and that level of coaching. This is not a startup job. Mind you, I don't know about the defensive coordinator, but my concern is 1 year as a defensive coordinator on the Power 5 level. That's very concerning. A couple of years ago, you were coaching against us as a linebacker coach at Rutgers. That's very concerning. You were a defensive coordinator at Maine and Jay Mass or whatever the hell it was, but it wasn't no top of the line colleges. Really? So I have my concerns. Everybody gonna say, oh, Luke this and Luke that and Luke this. Look, keep it a buck. I'm sorry. I wanted somebody with a bunch of experience, tons of experience, just like everybody else is doing. You will see Notre Dame, Chip Kelly versus Al Golden. You're going to see a masterful football game, some high-level coaching, two former head coaches going at it on as the defensive coordinator and as the offensive coordinator. You're going to see some shit. When you get to that level, it become real shit. If you don't have that kind of experience, I mean, Prime hired a former head coach as his offensive coordinator when he got his defensive coordinator from the NFL. But that's Mario's prerogative. If that's the decision that he wants to do, this is his team. And he has the right to hire whoever he wants to hire. But I'm going to say, looking at how the University of Miami is built, the top colleges that are in this upper echelon that we're in, and the level of coaches and the developers that they have, with the amount of experience that they have, is very important. So if he wants to go and get G5 and D3 coaches, it's his show. But you better win. Because if you don't win, it's going to be a little problem. The natives are getting restless. I'm just saying. Tell me what y'all feel. Come on in the chat. Now, I'm going over to where I'm happy about. Prime time. Boy, if prime time go to the Dallas Cowboys, because you know I'm a cowboy. I'm a cowboy. It's going to be so many people mad. Oh, you cowboy haters are going to be so sick. If prime time go to the Cowboys, this would be the heist of the century. Y'all call Jerry the dumbest doorknob of them all. But let me tell you this. Why I think it's going to happen. Because Jerry and Prime is like this. Do you know, which you probably ain't know about this, I'm going to give you some intel. Jerry took Prime over Arkansas after Florida State turned him down. You see, Prime was going into Florida State to be a general manager. He told his roommate, Odell, let's go in here together. If we go in here together, we'll get the job before Norvell. I'll be the GM. You'll be the head coach. I'm here to support you. You're my roommate. That didn't happen. So Prime ended up at going to his next stop was Arkansas. So Florida State fucked that up. Then he goes to Arkansas. He interviewed at Arkansas. Almost had the job. And then came the chicken man. He was in there with Jerry, and Jerry said, I'm going to support him, whatever, blah, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop. Almost had the job. They brought the ink pen out. And here comes the chicken man. Hell no. He won't be coaching here, and I got more money than you, Jerry. That went away. I ain't going to tell y'all which chicken man. You do your own math and figure that out. Allegedly, the chicken man came in and shut the fucking deal down. Then Prime went on over to Georgia Tech because we all thought it was a great fit. Come on, Prime, go to Georgia Tech. Yes, sir, buddy. Went up in Georgia Tech, boy, prime time in the air. Where he started? In the South. getting them Georgia boys and them Florida boys, them Tennessee boys, them Mississippi boys, boy, going out there on what, I don't know what highway that is Georgia Tech sit on. You know how serious that would be? So Prime is sitting up there with those guys, Georgia Tech, 3 dudes, the 3 Stooges, and 2 of the 3 Stooges say, yeah. Yes, we like this. And one of them was sitting back there like this. You know how that motherfucker was sitting back looking like this? Ain't answering no questions. When they sitting back looking like this right here, and they ain't saying nothing, and what you think? And they still sitting there looking like this? And they eyeballing you? So 2 of the 3 Stooges excited. And the other motherfucker sitting like this. I mean, no. He ain't getting in that movie. That motherfucker who's sitting like this, he ain't with it. You don't feel the same excitement from him that you feel from the others. Because he's sitting up there yeasting, looking at you like this. So now we ain't going to Georgia Tech. This shit ain't looking good right now. We got to go to Jackson State. Going to Jackson State. Hey, baby. Fuck it. Started from the bottom, now we here. Jackson State. They fill up the stadium on GP. Perfect situation. Big time black college swag. Football. Perfect situation. Prime goes to Jackson State. Rest is history. Ends up in Colorado. All these people who turned him down. Arkansas, y'all ain't won shit. Georgia Tech, you got this gimmick shit going on. Barely getting people in the stands. Florida State, y'all look like trash. In the words of Bubba. Prime sitting out there. All his boys making NIL money. Looking good. Travis at the Heisman ceremony, got his Heisman trophy. Shador getting ready to be first-round draft pick, and a couple of them other boys getting ready to be drafted. And you said he couldn't coach? I wonder where the other amigo, how you looking right now? How you looking right now, the other amigo? See, these are the things that they don't tell y'all because the reporters don't know these situations. How's the chicken man feeling right now? You selling the chicken, but how's the chicken man feeling right now, Mr. Chicken Man? So what ends up happening? Prime sitting on cloud 9. All these people that turned him down, and the Dallas Cowboys are sitting there right now talking about, we ready to cut the deal. Prime is sitting there telling these boys over here at Colorado, where's the bag? Let's make this shit make sense. Let's make it make sense. That's what y'all need to do. Make it make sense. Fuck it.
Is it Leo? Is it Scorpio? Is it Cancer? Is it Gemini?
My point is, people make bonehead decisions. People make bonehead decisions. This shit is simple. It's not difficult when hiring a coach. It's not difficult. You got 3 organizations looking stupid as fuck. Everybody sit there and think about Florida State. It's not just Florida State. It's Georgia Tech. It's Arkansas. And everybody else who turned the man down. Now he's the hottest coach in America. Are you a coach Is any of those coaches at any of those institutions getting interviewed for the Dallas Cowboys? Is any of those head coaches at any of those institutions was sitting in New York with a Heisman Trophy winner? Is any of those coaches at any of those institutions having a first-round quarterback pick? Somebody knew that Shedeur was going to be first round. His daddy coached him. He had to be coached up. How many sons out here of former NFL players that can't throw the fucking ball across the street? I can name a bunch of them. Prime is a real coach. Need to be respected for that. And there's a lot more real coaches out there who are not getting the opportunity because what? Because this shit is all fucking propaganda and politics. So when I go back to who you hire as the defensive coordinator at the University of Miami, a glorified GA, Corey Bell got more experience than him. T-Rod got more experience than him. You want me to keep going? Florida did the same thing a couple of years ago. Hired this young baby-faced coach, 30-some years old. How did that work out? So I'm praying for this young guy. But I do know that there are propaganda and politics in college football. Look what this man Prime did. He should be commended. Everybody talk about NIL. NIL stands for name, image, and likeness. Name, image, and likeness. You are endorsing some product. You are using your name, image, and likeness to endorse product. Who in the fuck is doing that? Travis Hunter is on commercials. Shedeur is on commercials. Is anybody else on a commercial? If you're not on a commercial, then that is paid for play. So they need to just get away from, stop bullshitting NCAA, stop bullshitting the system. It's paid for play. There's no NIL. It's paid for play. That's what it is. Ain't nobody doing no commercials. Half of them only doing Twitter posts, and they don't have that amount of people. The Juju, that's NIL. That's using your name, image, and likeness to sell products. Stop the bullshit. Cat Ward is going to be the first quarterback picked. He got what? $1.5 million? Did he do a commercial? No, he got paid. Carson Beck just got $4 million. For what commercial is he getting ready to do for them $4 million? No, he got paid. So let's get away from that shit. Shouts out to Detroit, y'all in the building. I love Detroit. I'll be in Detroit. I'll tell y'all what day it is. But this model of college football, come on, let's make it make sense. Let me give y'all another shot here of what we're going to be doing, because this shit is going to be good. The Luke Show is going to be unlike any other show you have experienced. Hold on. Let me put y'all right here.
Well, booty go.
Make the booty go, make the booty go, make the booty go, make the booty go, make the booty go pop, pop, make the booty go pop, pop.
I need some bad girls. I'm gonna let y'all hear my new song. I need some bad girls. Come on, baby. Come on, right here. You and you. Come on with that, your fine ass.
Sit on the dick and ride on out. Sit on the dick and ride on out. Sit on the dick. To the back and walk, 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 to the back and walk. What you want, I got it. What you want, I got it. What you want? 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 What you want, I got it. Love is good. Love is good. Love is good.
You like that? There's a lot more to that. Shows, interviews, footage. I got footage of LeVar Arrington on my tour bus, riding around Daytona Beach, Daytona Spring Break, Daytona Beach Spring Break. You're going to be watching all that. Galveston, Texas. Freaky Red and all my dancers. That's what you're going to be getting, all that and more. And the interviews, I interviewed Desmond Howard, College Game Day, already in the can. Interviewed Jalen Rose. We're going to be talking about all that. We're going to be having all those conversations, people, because that's what it's all about. You have logged on. You have found some shit. We have found the holy grail of podcasts. We're just working out the kinks, letting it all work itself out, but it's going to be good. Y'all remember that video where people got running all over the internet of Jay-Z and the girls? That was Uncle Luke's Peep Show. That was my version of the podcast that I'd done 100 years ago. If I was doing that right now, it would be considered as a podcast. So we're way ahead of our time. Way ahead of our time. Look.
Check it out. Once again, right here live. Straight from New York. Freak of the week. Yeah, are you a freak? Freak of the week. Baby, tell me, are you a freak? Kill that baby ain't mine. Kill that baby ain't mine. Oh, that dick is mine. That pussy ain't mine.
No. No. Under no circumstances. I tried to get y'all the Jay-Z part of the video. That was the beginning of it all. I can't. This is not good. I can't even control this thing here. I can't control. I have to get this under control. I really have to get this under control. It's so much. When you see the Aaron Hall footage, I told Aaron Hall, he said, I'm going to show you how freaky I am, that I'm more freaky than R. Kelly. And I said, well, how you going to do that? And the girl, he said, tell this girl, come in, turn around. I'm going to show y'all the footage where I introduced the world to Trick Daddy. And Trick Daddy was with me when we went to Vegas. We had just had the big brawl with Suge Knight in Atlanta. It was beef. Luke Records versus Death Row. That was the first beef. Big old fight. Atlanta went down. Y'all probably saw it on that TV show. What the TV show? What's the TV show that 50 Cent has going on with Big Meech and all them? You saw a little bit of it in that show where we had a little tussle. You saw a little bit of that. So what ended up happening? We became friends. And then people were like saying, why would you be going to Vegas? You shouldn't be going to Vegas and doing no interview with them. They're going to set you up. And that was the interview that I showed you earlier, a clip. I'm going to show you the full thing. I'm going to show you everything and how we walked up to it and all that. Now, did we have our tools on us? Yes, we did. But you're going to be getting that and more. You're going to get that and more. We're going to have so much fun on this podcast. You ain't even going to understand how it's going to be. Hey, shouts out to Detroit. I love Detroit. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end this thing like this. I was trying to get y'all some other footage up here, but I'm going to get that tomorrow. Until the next time, Uncle Luke, I'm out of here, but I need y'all, before I leave, to go to YouTube, because this shit ain't going to be free on no damn Twitter. Go to YouTube and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe, because all the good stuff is going to be on there. All the good shit is going to be on. I'm going to just go exclusively over there and do like everybody else and get y'all ass these little clips. And I'm always going to end up like this, ladies and gentlemen, because I love the
What we gonna do right now is go back, way back. Shake, give me your thing. Hey, come on, hey, more. Shake, come on, shake, give me your thing. Hey, Big girls like do the round, fat girls like do the round. Woo. Fat girls, let me see you grind. Woo. Fat girls just doing their own thing, right there with the fat thing. Fat girls just shaking them thighs. Fat girls don't make count rock.
Excuse me.
Baby.
What's up? I thought you was gonna start hanging out with the big girls again. What is all this trash?
Rock, bitch, like fat girl, hit the ground, hit it up, and you hear that sound. Fat girl just like it's so sweet. Fat girl don't make it eat. Fat girl just shake it, don't wait. Big girl, let me see you do it spin. Let go, let me see you dance your grind. Shake it up, back down. Drop me and then now. Rock it out, work it, work it, work it, work it, big girl, 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 big girls like you around. Fat girl keep going, don't quit. Fat girl just
I'm serious. Where you are, not ever. Oh, not the Britney Spears. Hey, how you doing? Oh, but ain't the little leprechaun. Girl, your wings are so up. You look a mess. All about the big girls. What about the big girls?
Big girl, you done suck all the fat off your ass.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for joining the show today. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, Uncle Luke Real One. Follow me on Instagram, Uncle Luke Real One. Follow me on Facebook, Uncle Luke. And then also follow me where you need to be at is on YouTube, Uncle Luke TV. Like, share, and subscribe. Until the next time, I holla.